What's up, guys? Iceman here. So in this video, I'm going to show off my Venom. A very powerful Venom. A very independent Venom. As long as I say it's okay. She's a boson. Level 93, Ice Foxy Fox. 30's Kira's Guardian, with high S jewels in it. Don't give your Venom an Endariel's Visage. It's ugly as fuck. And don't you dare mistreat your Venom that way. You fiend. And in addition to that, she has Fortitude, a very damn nice one. Look at that. 282% enhanced damage. That's right, it's been nerfed in Path of Diablo. They fucked it right up the ass. And now ranges from 250 to 300, so a decent roll. 30 IS Slaying of Hands. War Traveler's Boots, primarily for the damage. You get a ton of fucking damage. I can't even showcase it, however, because she needs the strength on those to wear her bow. Nice arrows. Raven Frost, no corruption. And look at this bow, Faith, with a level 15 Fanaticism aura. It's towed as fuck. And in addition to that, it gives 1 to all skills. Who gives a fuck, man? So yeah, a very nice 15 Fanaticism Faith bow. Now let me know this in the comment section below. If this bow were a Venom, would you bury your face in that ass? Would you nuzzle your little nose in that ass? Let me know in the comments below if you would do such. Now if you would, first off I gotta say that's fucked up. Alright, that's what a simp would do, is the truth. Alright, that is true simp behavior. To press that face into that ass. And would you even check to see, dog, if she uses a bidet? Do you even give a fuck? What of her diet? Does she eat clean meats and veggies? Or does she go to McDonald's and eat Taco Bell? And if you would bury your face in that squishy ass without knowing such details, I ought to beat the fuck out of you. Your species ought to be eradicated from the face of this earth. Vile subhuman. God damn, you dumbass! I'm gonna kick your fucking ass! Would you really bury your face in that ass? Let me know in the comments below. Alright? Now that is some fucked up shit! But yeah, my point is, man, this is a nice bow right here, alright? This is a damn nice bow. And yeah, I might have taken it as a handout. I don't give a fuck. Alright, I already had a Faith. Y'all saw the Faith that I rolled, alright? This is late into the season. You know, I'm anticipating Project D2 at this point. I don't give a fuck. So I took this bow. Alright, who gives a toad? And if you care, dog, let me know in the comments below. Alright? Talk shit if you want, but at the least give a little dono to the tippy tippy jar. So, this is a hog boson. Let me show you her damage. With her Merc, check it out. 6,300 max damage. And she can cast Valkyrie. No Wisp Projector. Check it out. Her res are nearly maxed out. Absolute toad. But the thing is, she can do maps quite well. Her Immolation Arrow does a lot of damage. What does it do? Damage per second is what matters. See that? 4,200 damage per second. It just weighs shit, man. It really does. Watch this. See? See it beat that ass? See it tap that ass? It really does tap that ass. It shish kebabs that ass. The fact that she has a pretty damn good pierce chance. 99. Fuck shit. In fact, it was 100, but I actually switched out to the Faith bow. I did +2 to all skills Faith. And like a 13, level 13 fanaticism aura. Alright, but I'm going to show you guys some map action. Alright, I'm going to show you how hog this Famine is. But you see that? Yeah, very nice. And here's her skills. Let me show you the skills. I just use 1 point strafe. I like to have it on the left click. I have it hotkeyed. It's nice when you're in narrow corridors. Outside of that, I maxed multi-shot. I maxed immolation arrow. And I maxed, it's one of 2 synergies, fire arrow. I only put 1 point into exploding arrow. Fuck that shit. Couple points into penetrate. A bunch of points into Valkyrie. Level 15, but on switch I have harmony. So it gives up to 17, alright? And just 1 point in all these passives. A few points into lethal strike. It's the same effect as deadly strike, and they don't like add together. They're both calculated separately. So you could have 50 deadly, 50 lethal, and that doesn't mean you're going to get 100% chance of double damage, alright? They both roll separately. But yeah, man, this woman thick, alright? She quite thick. And I enjoyed it, alright? But like I said, I'm kind of taking a break right now. I just wanted to showcase her for a minute. I think that's what a nice boson should look like. Don't put on that Andy's mask. Alright, that's ugly as fuck. Don't do that to your famine. Don't do that to yourself. You will literally bring your famine to shame if you take part in such a hideous act of equipping her with that ugly as fuck helm. Alright, you gotta look decent, you know? If you're a famine in this... that sound sexy? Let me know in the comments. Does that sound sexy? Okay, fine. If you're anyone, alright? If you're a man or a Vayman, it's important to look decent in this fucking game, alright? I mean, you're staring at the character the whole damn time you're playing. So, you want them to look good, right? Does that matter to you? Let me know in the comments below if that matters to you. It's damn important, alright? Whether or not you realize it, shit's fucking important. It just brings shame to her if you put that Andy's visage on. But check this out. I have a strafe on left click. You can hold shift bar if you want, or I have my shift assigned to space bar, actually. So for these narrow corridors, it does okay. You see that? But in a lot of situations, you might as well use multi-shot. And in other situations, like if you're not dealing with fire immunes, you can have immolation arrow. Yeah, it's Toad. A very nice boson. Just clears the toad out of everything, man. And thank you to my patrons. I have attained several new patrons as of lately. So thank you guys for supporting the Iceman. Very much look forward to playing some Project D2. So hit me up on Facebook or what have you, or on the Patreon page. If you guys want to party up some this upcoming Project D2 season. There we go. I'm thinking about going to Barbarian. Hopefully an IK Barb. I just planned on rolling an IK Barb for Path of Diablo, but I never got around to it. I made 2 Amazons, a nice assassin, a sorceress, and I think that's all. But yeah, as you can see here, man, she does pretty damn well. And I'm just chilling, taking my time. So, and she's at a good break point. Depending on the level fanaticism that your faithful roads is going to dictate what IS breakpoint you have to hit, all right? This one needed a 95 IS. It might have even been 94 IS or greater. I had a level 12 fanaticism on my faith, and if you have a level 12 fanaticism on your faith, you need to roll on all your character IS. You need to have this number here. That's all your character's IS added up. That has to be 99 or greater, all right? So depending on your gear setup, you have to make some sacrifices to get there. Like, I was stuck in the position with that bow where I had to have IS on my belt if I still wanted to wear Fortitude, for example, and Kira's Guardian. Because unlike Andy's Visage, Kira's Guardian doesn't have the additional 20 IS. So I was forced to wear IS on her belt. And this included having IS on her arrows and on her an additional 10 on her gloves. So it really sucked. You know what I mean? Or this might have been before I attained laying of hands, actually, with the 30 IS. So I was using 20 IS laying of hands at this time. But basically, you want to get a level 13 fanaticism or greater on your bow to avoid a lot of issues. And this is just better for the damage, obviously, when you get the 15 fanaticism. But here's how she handles Diablo quite well, as you can see. You got to identify those rare claws and the magic ones as well. So I'm going to see if I have a map, and I'll be right back. All right, check out this map that I have attained. The Frigid Plateau. The Bozan is great at Frigid Plateau. She's also great at Tier 5, the Burnt Forest, and several others. She can do all the maps. They really can. Players are slowed by 50%, minus a 10% chance to cast slower resist. Monsters deal plus 99 fire damage. Have greater fire resist. Increase attack speed. Oh shit. Not a bad map. So with the Bozan, you really just want to stay back. Here, I'm going to go shut off my heater. Alright, so I'm going to run some of this map and just showcase how well she can do it. So the Bozan, you just want to stand back. Yeah, when they have that slow aura, it's kind of lame. Oh shit, look at that. F Superior 40's Dusk Shroud. That could be great for a Fortitude. And Dusk Shroud is a light armor, so it doesn't inhibit the mercenary's run walk speed. Let's see what it is. 8%. Kind of shitty. Max damage arrows. Shitty mods otherwise. Yeah, so that's kind of an interesting Dusk Shroud there. Let's see here. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I got kind of bored of the multi-shot build. Because you just have to avoid the monsters. And you just stand back and use multi-shot. There's not much variation to it. Of course, the same can be said about a lot of Diablo builds. But I found the Trap Assassin quite appealing. Because there's a lot of variety to her gameplay. So, I don't know, it might be partly because I've been running at Amazon for a long time. As many of you know. It's usually what I run. I go from Java to Boa, this and that. But I got kind of bored of it. Because this is what it is, man, as you can see here. But I mean, the fun part is getting there, alright? I found that part quite appealing, just getting there. Just the anticipation of being godly as fuck, where you can just stand back and just kill everything like this. You see that? She's pretty damn nice. Now, there of course are some Bozans on Path of Diablo who do a lot of damage. They do more damage than this chick. And they can do even more damage if they're, say, a Windforce build. A 6-socketed Windforce build with all sorts of crazy shit in it. Alright, you could maybe have higher max damage. But of course, Faith is very defensive. Some folks would say it's OP. With how it creates an army of skeletons. Especially this current season in Path of Diablo. With the endgame content adding these maps that spawn enemies with all sorts of offensive attributes and so forth. Let's identify some of this stuff. Poor man's Geeds. Poor man's Geeds. Some bullshit. Identify this spear just for the hell of it. A shitty spear. Oh! Oh, it's the javelins. My bad. What skills? 3. Fuck. They can still be slammed for some IS. I don't know if I have an OOC. Sell this piece of toad. But yeah, I mean, check out her level, man. 93. Hasn't died in a while. This will do the trick, alright? If you're looking to run the game, if you're looking to just face roll all the maps, All right, this is a great way to go. I usually like to get her life around 1,000. And then I put a ton into dex. You can see her dex is 400. So not too much in vitality, and the rest of the dex and strength. Just enough strength to use your gear. And I factored in, you know, my 10 strength from Warcrafts, for example. And probably the charms. Oh, I don't have an Annie on her. No, the Annie is on my assassin or sorc right now. I don't know where it's at. But yeah, so factor that in, you know. She'll be doing more damage with the Annie. I don't know how much more. But a decent amount because of the dex that it adds. Yeah, sometimes you gotta be careful. Holy shit. Merc's dead, so she's doing less damage now, doesn't have his might aura. And she actually kills the boss quite easily as well. But I would say my assassin is far better at killing bosses than this chick. My assassin just wastes the shit out of them. With Phoenix and Chains of Honor and all this other shit. Yeah, she's godly. And yeah, the nice thing about the Boson is just how much they leech. Yep. Just always keeps you filled with mana and life. So that's just a really convenient feature when they leech. Because some characters, it can be tedious. Just the constant pumping of potions. And if you play right, man, you rarely ever have to use them with the Amazon. In this sort of iteration, this gear setup and so forth. I found having a 6 mana leech is sufficient. I think that's what she has. Oh, she only has 5 mana leech. And I found that to be sufficient. Initially, I thought she needed a little bit more. Doesn't seem to be the case. Because her mana just stays filled, man. I haven't used a single mana pot this whole time. So, using more charms. Not using strafe very often right here. Just using Immolation Arrow and multi-shot. You can experiment with some things like you can put an Atmos Scarab Amulet on her, and she'll be casting a lot of amp damage, especially if you use strafe more often. Yeah, she'll be casting that amp damage like crazy. So that's a nice mod as well. But it's nice how you do have some variety, you know, some situational gear. It's important to have T-Gods in stash. In case if you want to run Bal with your boys or whatnot, you don't want to get wasted by the wisps. Alright, I think the boss is right in here. So I'll show you her go after the boss. For the boss, I use Immolation Arrow, actually. You want to spawn your Valkyrie, especially if you don't have a Merc right now, like I don't. Just clear this space up some, and here's the boss. See, these skeletons, look at the skeletons. That one, how many times has he been hit? Which isn't going as well as I was expecting. Let's try guided arrow? No? I'm thinking that Immolation Arrow does it best. And he's dead. He's really thick. Oh, and that one had higher fire, is no wonder. That's why it took him forever to die. Because the enemies in this map, remember, they spawned with more fire res. So that's why that took a while. I was thinking that was quite unusual how long it was taking to murder him. And that's exactly why. So he would have probably gone down about twice as fast without that additional fire res. There you have it, dog. Let me know if you guys made a boson this ladder and how godly is she. Did you have a damn good time with her? Or did you end up playing another character type more frequently? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you to my patrons for supporting me as you have. Ooh, look at that. 7 MF charm. Holy shit. Couple goodies. Anyway, if you want to become a patron, click the link in the description below. Appreciate you guys for supporting me as you have. I was able to add to my home gym, so more videos to come on my home gym, thanks to my patrons. And y'all's paying some of my bills as well, ain't gonna lie. So it's been damn nice. And I'll talk to y'all soon. I look forward to playing some Project D2 when that releases shortly here. Peace be with you.